My name is Emily Poulin, and with me is Brandon Woelfel,
Hello.
photographer from New York City.
We're going to start off with this dark fantasy engagement shoot. So I flew out to Nashville and surprised them as the photographer for the engagement shoot.
What?
But I put this board together to show you guys how it came together. So we kind of separated it into two different shoots in the same night. It was
The light and the dark.
a sort of
fantasies.
light fantasy, a dark fantasy. And these are some inspo images. And this image was actually created from being in boards and it sort of reading the vibe. And I just generated this image based on these other images, which is cool.
Awesome.
So in Lightroom with some of these photos, if you select color in the frame, it gives you a different tone to the image. So we can go in here and change the greens to a different tone. And it's really fun for just getting a little bit more experimental with the colors that appear. So I've been loving this for skin tones as well, because you can really get a grasp on colors that live in the same family, but that are still true to kind of what's going on in the image. And I'm gonna show you guys how we can make this into image to video. Literally click this button and then there is the Firefly option here to be able to bring this exact image into there and play around with more options. And so I have my model here and my resolution. I have my duration at 8 seconds, so we can press play and see what it kind of did to this image, which I feel like is really fun. This was, again, just from 2 photos. There was no video. To get from Photoshop to Photoshop Web, you head on over to File, Save As, and then Save to Adobe Cloud. I was playing around with the Assistant AI. A fun one that I was playing with earlier was, can you intensify the candle glow? It did intensify the glow by adding more color. Let's ask it to add a mist or haze coming from the candles. Whoa, okay, everything that it's showing me, it's giving shock. I'm literally like, it's crazy. Yes.
Can we have a moment and say how great it is that it named its layers as well?
That is...
Wasn't gonna be us doing that. That's
okay,
amazing.
that is hilarious because I notoriously don't do that. Okay, this is so sick. I also, again, for ideation, I feel like it's super cool because we can go in and like really play with that to make it a little bit lower. It just goes to show how much you can do with separate programs and how they all actually feel connected in a way.
There are new features that have come to Firefly, such as video expansion, image creation, and AI capabilities with custom models. There's a really big, exciting blog post about all things that are new. If you haven't had a chance to look at your opportunities and what's new and the latest, definitely go check it out. A lot of cool stuff just dropped, so make sure that you're not missing out. And thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks.